As I shed one last red tear for my fallen sister, I realize the entire world now revolves around this singular word. The epidemic that has stricken London is not the Spanish flu. It is transmitted through the blood via violent biting, turning survivors into frenzied immortals. I am Dr. Jonathan Reed. I am a vampire, born anew into an age of death and pestilence. While plotting factions close in around me, I am sworn to find the source of this epidemic. I am convinced greater perils are still to come. I know the answers I seek are hiding in our blood. It's locked.
Jonathan, old chap.
I was conducting research in my room.
Of course, of course.
I have received an alarming letter from Lady...
Then you are twice fortunate.
Why have you never entered the lady's house?
My dear Jonathan, you have no idea.
Is the quarantine serving any...
It is helping slow the propagation.
What news?
The news is not good.
How bad is...
It is killing the infected patients faster.
Tell me more.
Jeffrey McCallum seems to have sent it...
Have they come close?
No. They mainly focus...
Have you any...
Unfortunately,
What about the brother?
there are only a few of us, and most...
What of my commission?
Nothing to fear, Jonathan. Your position here...
Thank you, Edgar. Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you need...
I'm afraid I've contracted some illness.
Not under my...
Thank you.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins. Good evening.
Good evening.
Do you need it?
I'm afraid I do.
Our job...
That's easy.
I'd like to...
Wise choice, Doctor. It's safer here than anywhere else in the East End.
Good evening, Doctor.
Dr. Reed, any...
Goodbye.
If only I were young again. Just a dozen years.
Good evening.
Doctor,
And wise.
people who don't...
You're lucky to be alive.
This place is full of sickness.
Consider yourself...
Don't play the innocent with me.
What can you tell me about...
Edwina was a tough bitch.
So you knew?
What? Don't fucking talk.
Oh, I know it. Am I right?
I was...
Your wife.
That knife is up.
Do you want it?
I don't...
A great...
I can give...
A lucky...
We all have our flaws.
I'll leave. Hello again.
Yes, this neighborhood may stink of dogs.
Do you need...
Don't get me wrong, sir. I'm grateful for what you've done.
I will see you... Do you want to talk about why you...
No!
An irrational...
Well, Doctor...
As a son...
My God.
Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher. Try to take... Hello again, Mr...
I'm eternal.
Why do you...
It's complicated.
Can you speak?
Rats, sir.
You are...
I'm not giving up.
Perhaps you...
Could you speak to him?
What can you tell me about...
War was...
Did you know Oswald...
No.
I fought him...
Yeah.
What caused you...
It happened last year following an artillery attack.
Go on.
It started eating me as soon as I dozed.
I see.
No, you don't. You have no idea what it is.
Do you need...
Afraid so.
Throughout history, some...
You're working at the Pembroke Hospital, aren't you?
Are you concerned?
Of course I am.
What kind...
I believe.
Goodbye, Mr...
No less dangerous.
You must prepare, child.
Stay away!
This is no time for petty quarrels. But of course you are, son.
I had to kill!
I have known your...
Silence!
The land calls for a champion.
Sigh! I'm tired of all these puppet shows.
They want war. I'll show them war.
Whatever this poor woman did, nobody deserves this kind of punishment.
Want some of this? Kill it! He's dead! All of you bloody bitches need killing!
So this is where she lives. What a splendid house.
Dr. Reed, welcome. How are you?
As good as one can be, considering the circumstances.
Yes. Death and affliction seem prevailing themes of late. Please, come in. We have much to discuss.
I hope I haven't disturbed you.
Not at all. Actually, I was counting on you visiting me tonight.
How strange, this painting. Beautiful, melancholic, yet with a haunting dignity.
Indeed. A long time ago, a friend asked me to paint this for him, but I kept it in the end.
I did not know you were a painter, my lady.
There are many things you do not know about me, young Ekon.
Why do you continue to...
Please excuse my behavior, Jonathan.
What is bothering you, my lady?
We will talk about this in a few minutes. For now...
I came to the conclusion that my maker, whoever...
How have you...
He is the only immortal I've seen.
I am afraid you are right.
I felt...
Most ancestors...
You have no...
Some of the...
My sister Mary.
Vengeance is a powerful force.
I swear I did not intend...
That is the scientist speaking.
What do you mean?
I am merciless, Jonathan. I only feed.
In the end, she implored me to put an end to her misery.
I am so sorry for my accidental...
There is no need to apologize, my lady.
Thank you, my friend. If only we could have guided your...
I think I should ask the questions, Your Lady.
Fair enough, Jonathan. The situation...
Please do not misunderstand me.
If we survive the dark nights to come,
I must say, your house is exquisite.
one of the advantages of living forever is having the time to be selective with one's furnishings. I took the liberty of having tea served.
You can still drink tea.
Can't keep it down, but I do so enjoy the aroma. Let us toast to make-believe. And of course, to your health, Jonathan.
And to yours, my lady.
Please, call me Elizabeth.
So, my lady, why truly did you invite me here?
I've been asked to deliver an official invitation to meet the Ascalon Club.
They have done nothing but impede my investigation since I became known to them. Why would they want to see me now?
I guess they now see you as Ascalon material. They must have found out what happened to your sister. Proof of the potent blood flowing through your veins.
I'm not sure I can accept their invitation. I have seen their handiwork. How Fergal the Beast imposed the club's law.
You have no choice, Jonathan. Even I would not openly defy Lord Redgrave, the chairman of the Ascalon Club.
If you are convinced I must meet him, I will heed your advice.
Thank you, Jonathan. I understand your reluctance to brush shoulders with London's vampire elite. But we have no choice.
Is the situation that critical?
Yes. The Guard of Prewen has called for a second great hunt of our kind. And they will stop at nothing to eliminate us.
You should flee then. Leave London, the country even. I have seen the Guard in action. They are merciless.
Your concern warms my heart, Jonathan. But fear not. If the situation gets too dangerous, I shall retreat to my secret Scottish manor. I could hide you in my luggage, if you wish.
Thank you for the offer. I shall keep it in mind, but I have much to do here. There is a question I must ask you. Could Lord Redgrave be my maker?
I doubt it. If Lord Redgrave had made you his progeny, he would not have seemed so surprised when you demonstrated the strength of your lineage.
One day soon, I will have to find the answer to this mystery.
And I shall help you in your research, I promise. For now, you must go to the Ascalon Club and play their game.
Will I see you again at the Pembroke Hospital?
No, you will find me here if you need me. I shall conduct inquiries alone, and we can then share our discoveries.
I want to thank you for all your support and your help, my lady.
Could you do me a last great favor and call me Elizabeth?
I should be honored, my lady.
Then it is settled. Finally, some good news in these dark hours.
Thank you. I appreciate the advice. I had best prepare myself to meet this Lord Redgrave now.
How thrilling to meet the Earl of Bristol in the flesh, so to speak.
Something tells me you're not very keen on the man.
Don't get me wrong. The gentlemen of the Ascalon Club are honorable, but their attitude and opinions are somewhat antiquated.
I see.
As long as they deny access to female applicants, I will leave them to their antediluvian considerations as to the natural order of things. Jonathan, promise me you'll be careful.
Of course. But why the fear in your voice?
Look at me, Jonathan.
I am.
I mean, really look at me, young Ekon. We may be deceptive by nature, but this heart of mine has always told the truth.
Elizabeth.
Go, my friend. But come back to me soon.
So, time to visit the Ascalon Club. I cannot enter. It's locked, all right.
That leech is fast! Give me your blood!
That was the vampire I saw earlier. This war takes no prisoners. The West End. Never have I felt so sad to be back home.
Steady, boys! We've got one of them! Bloody I'll take its head!
The Ascalon Club. The heart of British vampire society. Not quite as subtle as I expected.
Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed.
There has been quite a battle here. I'm sure the Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture. It's locked. I cannot enter.
Good evening. We repel the intruders for now.
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him.
Here, here, here.
Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
Yes, she is. I may even say I admire her probity and her kindness. She has helped me since I was reborn.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is a mortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of the Skull Plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Why have you asked me here?
Because the crisis is escalating. Our enemies, the Guard of Priwen, have even launched an open hunt. The only way to calm things down is to put an end to the epidemic.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End. Is that it?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reed, but first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon, who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
No, I haven't.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
Before I accept, I have so many questions.
Please ask.
What does it mean to be a member of the Ascalon Club?
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the Crown, that you become a loyal servant of the British Empire.
Do you have any official recognition from the government? A charter from His Majesty the King?
No. Of course, the Ascalon Club publicly supports the Empire, but the true nature of its members remains a secret.
Am I supposed to follow orders?
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members, and I do appreciate obedience.
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours, sent to cleanse the East End of all Skulls. Will his death be an issue?
Do not worry. My priorities have changed. Fergal was a zealous servant of mine, but like any servant, he had his limitations and is readily replaced if necessary.
What is the Ascalon Club's express purpose?
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight who ever lived. As was he, we are sworn to protect the British Empire.
What does Ascalon mean?
Ascalon was the lance wielded by St. George, glorious patron saint of England when he slew the dragon. And like that lance, we pierce the hearts of all our nation.
William Marshall found...
Not exactly. William Marshall granted me immortality, and I founded the club a few years later. The good knight has been gone.
I agree to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country. My fellow members, dear friends, Please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall. Speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance. I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation. Delightful. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
That went well, did it not? It is always useful to bolster the troops' morale, especially before a difficult battle.
You have the makings of a general, my lord.
I was, though very long ago, well, not quite a general, but a proud defender of the crown.
So why did you really want to meet me?
Straight to the point again, young Ekon. All right, let's talk, you and I, Lance Sparrow.
I'm listening, my lord.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic, and your findings were quite alarming.
Do you know Edgar Swansea?
Not personally, but I've been told he has some sort of immortal fetish and is a good friend of yours. As long as you reveal nothing of the club's inner workings, why should I forbid you engaging in conversation with the good Dr. Swan?
You were spying on...
Not personally. I rarely leave.
Who was Fergal? I don't see...
Fergal Banshire was my squire of sorts. Even before becoming that magnificent beast, he was a brute. He served me what...
No, I mean, what was he?
No, he was a Volcod. All muscles and instinct. Quite the rare breed. Ferociously territorial. Mortals often mistake them for werewolves.
You do know
Yes.
Will you bear ill will toward...
Of course not. Your victory was quite impressive and courageous.
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied Skulls in London...
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reed, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Prewen has started a war.
Skulls are
I knew I was right to induct you, Dr. Reed. You would not dare lie to me on such a vital topic now.
So?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority...
And how would you like me to...
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed. How is your...
I have a few...
All right, but...
You made me swear on the blood of William Marshall.
William Marshall was the most glorious knight who ever lived. He served 5 kings, and was a living example of probity for all.
William Marshall was a vampire!
That would be joyful news.
Why is his blood so...
He was simply the greatest defender of the realm we have ever known. I fought by his side at the Battle of Preston, and he made me his progeny for...
May I ask you about the mortal who attended my initiation? Mr. Aloysius Dawson.
A member of the club does not normally ask questions about other men.
But Mr. Dawson is mortal. Are you not afraid he might reveal who you are? Especially...
Aloysius Dawson is a man of his word.
So he really is a member?
Indeed. Only the most eminent...
What can you tell me about the group?
It's a major concern.
I have already met Geoffrey McCullum. I am certain he will persist until he has killed every last...
The Guard's current successful recruitment campaign.
I see.
Exactly.
What about the risk of a full-scale attack here?
That is exactly why so many of our number have left the
Goodbye, Lord Red.
Godspeed.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. How does it feel to be this evening's...
I feel perfectly fine.
Do not be alarmed. The Ascalon...
May I ask who...
Why would you be in...
Well, as you seem to be the only man in the room...
Ah. Vampire senses.
Mr. Dawson. Of Dawson and Dawson.
A withering London figurehead.
Are you sick, Mr. Dawson?
My case is beyond the scope of tradition.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir.
Absolutely not. I'm here to implement...
Money cannot solve every problem. This mysterious epidemic is going to require more than money can buy.
You're right. Money is nothing unless one...
What is your plan?
Quarantine and barricades are futile.
By doing so, you would create two separate ghettos.
Not if we eliminate...
Are you not...
Why do you... Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Doctor. I'm sure you have more important things to do than talking with an old man like myself.